and a little bit like a lot of the pitching staff has been in terms of just pounding the zone, but still you feel good when you have Kale out there.
Yeah, because, Kale's done it, right? We've watched him over and over in every sport. So you know that when Kale's out there, he may have had some bad days, but the potential is there, So you really do like seeing Kale out on the mound.
Well, we are looking forward to this one. We'll take another 2-minute timeout and be back with our interview with head coach Bryce Meverden. Our conversation with Coach is brought to you by Gibson's Water Care. Have a conversation with Gibson's about the cleanest, most refreshing drinking water for your home or business. Schedule your water analysis at gibsonswatercare.com. We have that conversation with Coach coming up in 2 minutes on WOGO Sports. This is McDonell Macks Baseball.
This is the Maurer Spear Insurance Highlight of the Week.
40 pregame here on WOGO Sports. Crawford, 2 straight strikes. And now once again the Granite Diggers down to their final strike. 2 outs, 1 on. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Isaac Crawford comes home, swing and a miss. Punch him out, and that'll end the game.
Maurer Spear Insurance Agency. Protecting people, empowering businesses.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no minimum balance, paperless statements, and a $400 bonus. Getting your $400 is easy. Open your account by June 12th, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $400 or more, and you'll get a $400 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checkingbonus2026. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 6/12/2026. Insured by NCUA.
At the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, your wellness journey starts today. With no joiner's fee, no contracts, and no long-term commitments. The only commitment we ask for is the one you make to yourself. Whether you're hitting the gym, taking a swim, or finding your community in a class, the Y is here to support your goals your way. Join today at ymca-cv.org. That's ymca-cv.org, because your best self starts here.
Cabin and camping season is starting. As you prep your cabin or camper for the season, don't forget about your water. Whether you have a cabin or a camper, Gibson's Water Care can help at your home away from home. Book your free camper or cabin water analysis online now with the water experts at Gibson's Water Care. No long-term contracts. Locally owned American-made products. Need a plumber? Gibson's Water Care can help with basic plumbing needs too. Go online to learn more.
McDonell Baseball on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream with YouTube. Time for our conversation with Macks head coach Bryce Meverden, brought to you by Gibson's Water Care. Have a conversation with Gibson's about the cleanest, most refreshing drinking water for your home or business. Schedule your free water analysis at gibsonswatercare.com. Welcome back to Macks Baseball on the road here in Neillsville. You're on WOGO Radio and the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. A windy day here at Neillsville as your McDonell Macks take on the Neillsville Granton Warriors here with head coach Bryce Meverden. And Coach, quick chance to kind of flush a game on Saturday that I got away from you a little bit and hopefully get a non-conference win here against another member of the Eastern Clover Belt.
Yes, we're hoping to come out strong today. We got Kill on the mound, which always puts us in a good spot to start a game, and hopefully we come out ready to play and take advantage of the situations that we need to take advantage of.
Going back to that last game, just real quickly, Eli Stepp, I'm sure, on a pitch count as he came back. But overall, I think we forgot to ask you about that. But I think that's another good arm, a solid arm to add to your pitching rotation. He looked really impressive.
Yes, we did keep him down on the pitch count. We want to keep him lower now till we can build him back correctly and make sure, no arm issues later on with that wrist as well. And honestly, he did a great job. You got 3 innings out of him. You couldn't ask for anything more just to get just 3 innings, get a start in underneath you so we can keep building on it. And, we'll see him later this week for sure.
Approach at the plate, what are you looking for today?
I'm just looking for us to keep having quality at bats. Take advantage of situations when we get guys on. People know what we're going to do, and we're going to try to take advantage of those situations. But I think I saw they have like a lefty warm-up, so, make sure we're paying attention to how the fastball is coming. If it's more of a 2-seam action, kind of tailing away from a righty, or if he's just more 4-seam straight, and how those off speeds are looking, especially with this wind. If that wind's going to hold it up or not, we got to be able to capitalize on those mistakes if he leaves them up in the zone.
There's always so many factors in a baseball game. We're looking forward to seeing how this one plays out, Coach, and we'll talk to you hopefully inside the game and afterward as well.
Thank you very much.
Head Coach Bryce Meverton, this is WOGO Sports coverage of McDonell Macks Baseball.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Some people like odd things, like a tuna and banana sandwich, or romantic comedy, political drama, horror films. You should elect me. Yes, some people like odd things, like waiting forever in line at the big box pharmacy.
Next!
But for everyone else, there's the Medicine Shop pharmacies of Chippewa Falls and Menominee. Minimal wait times, true personal service, and available free local delivery. The Medicine Shop in Chippewa Falls and Menominee.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
Think about how much time you spend in your home. Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating can make it so much more comfortable with radiant floor heating and luxurious bathroom remodels. Water softening and filtration, and whole house air purification, so you can breathe easy. Love your home with Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating. Call 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
Why do we smile? It's the special moments, the milestones. It's family and friends, getting good news, or simply enjoying life. A smile lifts your spirits and makes someone's day. That's why we smile. So make it shine at Christo Orthodontics.
From custom homes to roof replacements and full renovations, Aerial Management and Construction in Chippewa Falls is the contractor you can trust. If you're building your dream home, planning an addition, or looking to remodel, choose Aerial Management and Construction for clear communication and quality craftsmanship. And if you have storm damage, you have a full year to file your claim. So don't settle for one of the door knockers. Go with an experienced and local contractor. Aerial Management and Construction. ArielMGMT.com.
Welcome back to McDonell Baseball on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube. Speaking of Wurz Gala, it's time for the Wurz Gala Weather Check, brought to you by Wurz Gala Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Our game time conditions: overcast, cloudy, 64 degrees, just a 10% chance of precipitation this afternoon. Projected high of 67 today. That's your Wurz Gala Weather Check, brought to you by Wurz Gala Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. No matter what the Wisconsin weather brings, make sure your home stays comfortable with the pros at Wurz Gala Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Let's dive right in now to the Toyson Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by the dealer where you'll find a friend, Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. Seth, what do you think a key or two here is this afternoon and evening for McDonell, trying to bounce back and get back to 500 here, sitting at a 6-7 record and taking on Neillsville Granton?
Yeah, I just think Cale having a solid game today, and then the defense backing them up, that would go a long, long way. So, and I think the bats will do what the bats do today. I think we're hitting the ball good enough that if we have a solid outing by Cale and minimal errors, we should come away with a win.
We'll see if we can catch up with head coach Bryce Meverton in between innings as well, too. And we tried that out before. We're going to try it out again and see if we can have a conversation with Coach in-game, brought to you, of course, by Gibson's Water Care. Have a conversation with Gibson's about the cleanest, most refreshing drinking water for your home or business. Sam Aberly on the camera, setting up our live video stream here live from Neillsville. Thank you to Athletic Director Dwayne King and our hosts here at Neillsville. Always great to be able to come down this direction. And thank you to Gavin Bovey back at the WOGO Sports home studios in Halley. First pitch is coming up shortly. We're back in 2 minutes. This is Macks Baseball on WOGO Sports. Great to have you.
Northwestern Bank, delivering our values, creating a positive impact.
Working with Jamie at Northwestern Bank is like having another key player on your team. He believes getting to know you and your business is what allows him to provide the best banking solutions for your company's needs. His leadership and dedication has helped local businesses and organizations expand and grow, creating a positive impact in the Chippewa Valley.
Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter.
Add value and beauty to your home with Post Glass and Mirror. Ensure every day starts better with a gorgeous custom shower door. Did you know that adding mirrors to a room can make it feel 2 times bigger? Post Glass and Mirror has many styles and shapes of mirrors to choose from. And does condensation gathering inside your windows make them look like they're crying? Don't end up shedding tears yourself over high energy bills. Call Post Glass and Mirror today. Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Free estimates start today at postglassandmirror.com.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
If you can dream it, Stelter can make it happen. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has taken pride in turning dreams into reality with the absolute highest quality concrete built to last. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, ensuring only the best ready-mix concrete. And if you need materials delivered or hauled away, Stelter Inc. has a fleet of dump trucks to serve you and even provides the driver. When you expect the best, Stelter delivers every time. Start today at StelterIncorporated.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
We've had our Toyson Ford keys to the game brought to you by the dealer where you'll find a friend, Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. And it's time now to bring you the action. Caleb Swenson, Seth Smiskey with you. And should be a fun non-conference game here. Western's Clover Belt against the Eastern Clover Belt, Seth. And always great to see how the boys stack up.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good matchup here. And it'd be really nice, Eli leading off here. Really nice to get him on base and just set the tempo coming out here.
Absolutely. And again, Eli's step is just becoming more and more an integral part of this team as he continues to heal and get back out there. Even, again, as he's dealt with that wrist injury, he just has a knack for getting on base. And then, when the swing starts getting smoother, when the power starts coming back, and we saw him not only pitching very well with 3 innings, but just made a ridiculous jump throw along the third base line as well, too, where it's like, yeah, he's back. So great to see Eli back out there and healthy.
Yeah, Eli just tons of talent there, and he excels in
just pretty much every sport.
Every sport. So
Eli Stepp good at sports. Yep. So we'll see him stand in now against the senior Caden Stry, number 10. And Stry is a lefty. Got some good size as well too. So
yeah, it looked like he had some good velocity there in the warm-up. So see how his location is.
Stry and Stepp as we are underway here on WOGO Halley Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. Opening pitch right at 5 p.m. And Stry delivers a first pitch strike. Missed on that one. Ball 1. Evens it up at 1-1 on Stepp. Eli comes into this game hitting .300 with a .533 OBP. Takes the ball outside. Kind of liking the vantage point we have here, and again, shout out to Athletic Director Dwayne King. Normally I said, well, we'll just set up outside, and he said, you're welcome to use the press box with the wind. Swing and a miss by Stepp evens the count at 2-2.
Yeah, I'm perfectly content being
Yes.
up here tonight.
We appreciate them being willing to share the space. And
for sure.
Again, it's a nice quality press box.
It is.
Stepp takes a called strike 3. Good pitch.
Yeah, and I can see why he laid off that one. It was a little high. Seemed like it was a little outside, but you know it was right there. So I understand why he didn't swing, but it was close.
Isaac Crawford up next, 200 average, but a .478 OBP. Open stance from that right side. Check swing. Gets away from the catcher a bit. Inside pitch for ball 1. Caden Stry, the senior. Other end of that battery is Trevor Hart, the sophomore. The lefty kicks and delivers. Wide, 2-0. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and proud to support local sports. Northwestern Bank. Little grin there from Isaac Crawford as he showed bunts, instead took ball 3.
Yeah, so far he's hasn't been close on a couple of these pitches. So
3-0 pitch, well inside, 4-pitch walk. And Isaac Crawford is aboard, and that gets some athleticism on the base paths for Coach Bryce Meverden, and he is aggressive getting this team to move.
Yeah, we'll see what the catcher's got going here in a little bit, I'm sure.
Cale Holm will face his counterpart now. Holm hitting .263 on the season. .333 OBP has driven in 12. Runner goes. Throw to second, not in time. Isaac Crawford quickly advances into scoring position.
Yeah, good jump by Isaac. It would have. I don't even know if a perfect throw would have been good enough to get him. So.
They don't wait around long.
No.
So Crawford at second in scoring position for senior Cale Holm. A look back from Stry at second, fires in a strike outside portion of the plate. 1-1 the count here in the first inning. No score on WOGO Halley Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. Caleb Swenson, Seth Smisky with you. Stry. Trying to catch Isaac Crawford in between second and third. Stry. Ball gets away, and that is going to allow Isaac Crawford to sail into third, and he kind of caught a break there.
He did. They messed the throw up going back to second base, and Isaac able to advance.
So now Crawford at third with just 1 out. 1-1 count against Cale Holm. Holm will dig back in from the right side. Tap the plate with the bat. Stry and Holm, senior and senior. Pitching counterparts here on this beautiful early May day. Stry, the lefty, comes home with the pitch. Missed 2-1.
Okay, here we go. All right. Be up there. Be up there. Oh!
Looped out to right field and hooking foul for Cale Holm.
Protect, man.
It's nice to hear a little contact, though.
Indeed. Our Dugout Smile Cam is brought to you by Metropolis Resort and Action City in Eau Claire. Constant smiles and fun at Metropolis Resort and Action City. More in a moment.
There you go, runner.
Isaac Crawford at third. Stry comes home with a pitch. Chopped towards short. Throw to first in time. Isaac Crawford debating and thinks better of racing home. And he will stay at third with 2 outs as Holm is retired. 5-3 on the putout. Good smooth play there by Mason Anding, the sophomore. A lot of sophomores in this starting lineup.
Yeah, maybe another 1.5 foot on that bounce. It gets over his head and we get a run in. But
Ryan Smisky now at the plate. He will dribble one foul along the first base line. It's trying a good position to try to get out of this one. Got a remark about our Dugout Smile Cam, brought to you by Metropolis Resort in Action City. Constant smiles and fun with that arcade, trampoline park, Ninja Warrior course, go-karts, laser tag, mini golf, a water park, and so much more, plus on-site restaurants and coffee. Book your adventure today at metropolisresort.com. It's metropolisresort.com. Big cut.
Ryan wants a hit.
Nothing in 2 on Smiskey, the senior first baseman. Trying to bring home Isaac Crawford from third. The 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3, second backwards K of the first inning for Caden Strye. We'll step out, be back in 60 seconds. This is McDonell Baseball on WOGO Sports. Good to have you with us on WOGO.
It's been going on like that for 70 plus years. I've been serving the community for 37 years.
25 years.
30 years. Just over 22 years. Here we have a good mix of tenured folks, I guess we'll say, like myself, been here a long time, as well as some new folks coming in.
If it wasn't for all the employees here, and actually all of the customers that take our service, we wouldn't be where we are today. So we've got a loyal customer base and we've got a dedicated staff. I know this company will be successful for years to come.
This is the Maurer Sperry Insurance highlight of the week.
40 pregame here on WOGO Sports. Crawford 2 straight strikes. And now once again the Granite Diggers down to their final strike. 2 outs, 1 on. 3 balls, 2 strikes, payoff pitch. Isaac Crawford comes home, swing and a miss! Punch him out, and that'll end the game.
Maurer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses.
Chippewa Falls, McDonell Central Macks Baseball on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. Caleb Swenson, Seth Smiskey with you, Sam Aberley on the camera. Gavin Bovey back at the WOGO studios in Halley. Chi High softball tomorrow. New start time for that one, 5 p.m. first pitch, 4:40 pregame here on WOGO Radio and the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. Mark Alverson, Lucas Reisinger on the call. That'll be Chi High against New Richmond. I believe the number 1 and number 2 teams in the Big Rivers Conference, or at least 1 and 3 if I'm not mistaken. So should be a good one tomorrow. We've got perhaps a good pitching duel shaping up here as Cale Holm, McDonell's ace for the last couple years, on the hill, and Strye caught a couple McDonell players looking, Seth, at the top of the order.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ryan, he went down in the count, and ordinarily I think he swings at that last pitch and doesn't let it go by, but yeah, he was down, being down 0-2. That's what happens.
Keegan Ormond, freshman center fielder, 316 hitter, number 1, bats from the right. Leadoff spot for Neillsville, takes the ball high. Finding the strike zone has been a little bit easier said than done for McDonell's pitching rotation so far this year. Still plenty of time left in the season, but trying to get things dialed in right away. Holm induces a swinging foul tip back, evening the count at 1-1. Look for the Maurer Sperry Insurance highlights of the week on our WOGO Sports social media channels. Follow WOGO Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Brought to you by Maurer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Holm gets the sign, comes home with a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A blow by there from Cale Holm.
Yeah, if Cale keep this up, these last 2 pitches have looked pretty good.
White City Glass salutes all the hardworking athletes. For all your windshield glass and garage door needs, call White City Glass of Chippewa Falls. Holm the 1-2, another swinging strike. And the first sent down from Cale Holm.
Batting second, the pitcher.
Nice pitch 10, there by Cale.
Take
another look at it.
Yeah, when he was warming up, it was high, and then his first pitch was high. But he's dialed it in now.
Pitching counterpart in Strye. The senior, of course, bats from the left, takes a big cut at the first pitch.
There you go.
Fastball is certainly working for Cale Holm early.
It is. He's just throwing it right by him.
Knock it down now.
Holm against Strye. Comes home with the 0-1. Called strike 2. Found it there.
Batter thought it was a little inside, but
Outside, 1-2. And don't have heights listed on Stry, but big, strong frame.
He does. Look.
1-2 inside. 2-2.
It does look like if he could get a hold of it, it might go somewhere.
Neillsville with the gray pants, red socks with the white stripes, red jersey, solid white numerals, white pinstripes. Good look. Popped high in the air and sent over deep along the third base line and out of play. Thank you to Gavin Bovey at our WOGO studios in Halley. Our audio producer, on-site video producer, camera operator is Sam Aberley. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Stry with 1 away and none on here in the bottom of the first. Home the pitch. That one is lofted out to left field. Gavin Smiskey and Gavin and Isaac Crawford. A little miscommunication out there as far as who had that one. And it falls harmlessly to the grass. And Stry is aboard.
Yeah, if Isaac's going to go out after that, he's got to call Gavin off. This guy's got to talk a little bit out there.
So Stry is aboard, brings up Adam Hazer, the sophomore first baseman, 200 hitter. Number 32. Again, just 6 games played so far for Neillsville. He will loop the first one he sees out to left field, and it is going to fall foul as Smiskey gives chase. Gavin Smiskey, lone sophomore in the starting lineup today, couple freshmen. A lot of seniors out there for head coach Bryce Meverton.
But I do understand why Isaac might be a little hesitant to go after that ball against Gavin, because I think Isaac loses that if those two collide out there in the outfield.
Lined out to Gavin Smiskey. That's going to drop for a base hit. Stry is digging in for third. It's a stand-up double for Adam Hazer. And now second and third
number 14.
with just 1 out.
Shortstop.
Hazer laced that double to left. Caden Hartung, the senior, 188 hitter, shortstop, number 14. Now at the plate. Neillsville trying to strike first. Showing bunt. Pulls it back, pops it foul over our heads here in the press box for an 0-1 count. ABC Supply Chippewa Falls works side by side with the dedicated contractors who build, repair, and enhance the spaces that make Chippewa Falls a great place to call home. Ask your contractor to stop by and see how ABC Supply Chippewa Falls can support your next home project with dependable materials and knowledgeable service. Bumped foul again. 0-2. We'll see if the bunt sign is still up for Caden Hartung, the senior shortstop. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and proud to support local athletics. Northwestern Bank. Oh and 2 on Hartung with 2 in scoring position for the Neillsville Granton Warriors. Cale Holm started off with a strikeout. Looking for one here. Big pitch when he needed it. Cale Holm, his second K of the day. Another swinging strike 3.
Preston Bear.
Brings up Preston Bear, the freshman, 267. He hit a right fielder, number 12, and that was absolutely key for Cale Holm. So we take another look at it, our WOGO Sports instant replay. Cale jumping out ahead, 0-1-2 on Preston Bear. Second and third, now 2 outs. Bear bats from the right. Holm the pitch. Dribbled foul, and that one may have bounced off the shoulder of Parker Lindenberg behind the plate as he's kind of working a little something out there. I don't know, his shoulder, neck. Looks to be all right. 0-2, 2 outs, 2 on in second and third, both in scoring position. Holm little sidearm throw over to third base, where Caden Boos applies the tag. Nothing there.
That's pretty smooth. that throw he's got going over the third there.
There we go, Park.
0-2 count, 2 away.
Knock that ball down.
Preston Bear, the freshman, home, the pitch. That one is dribbled to short, throw to first in time.
There we go.
And 2 left stranded for the Neillsville Granton Warriors. We'll step out, be back after this on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube after 1 complete. It is McDonell 0, Neillsville Granton 0. We're back in 60 seconds. This is WOGO.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no minimum balance, paperless statements, and a $400 bonus. Getting your $400 is easy. Open your account by June 12th, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $400 or more, and you'll get a $400 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checkingbonus2026. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 6/12/2026. Insured by NCUA.
At the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, your wellness journey starts today. With no joiner's fee, no contracts, and no long-term commitments. The only commitment we ask for is the one you make to yourself. Whether you're hitting the gym, taking a swim, or finding your community in a class, the Y is here to support your goals your way. Join today at ymca-cv.org. That's ymca-cv.org, because your best self starts here.
McDonell Baseball on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube. Discover a future of excellence that's rooted in history at McDonell Area Catholic Schools, educating students from pre-K all the way to senior year. McDonell Area Catholic Schools. Find out more at mcdonelllareacatholicschools.org. Now accepting applications again for the 2026-27 school year. mcdonelllareacatholicschools.org. That's mcdonelllareacatholicschools.org. Callan Johnson, the freshman, now striding to the plate. 407 average. That leads the team. Callan, the second baseman, just made that play to end the inning. Oh, McDonell get out of a jam. And he will lace the first pitch he sees to center field. Got to hit it where they aren't, I guess, because
it's good.
a nice play made out there.
Sounded good coming off the bat.
I believe that was Keegan Ormond, fellow freshman, out there to make the play. And so Johnson is retired, even though he had good contact on that first pitch. Brings up Caden Boos. Boos, the senior. Ooh. And he's hit by the first pitch, and Caden didn't even get a chance to show you his stats. Hitting 296, but Caden takes one for the team.
Yeah, it looked like it hurt.
Mason Bussey.
Kind of buckled a little bit there. I didn't see exactly where it hit him.
We're not going to show that on instant replay because ouch, but
yeah.
Mason Bussey comes up, 242 average for the senior. On the hill, Caden Stry had 2 strikeouts looking in that first inning. Stry, the lefty, kick and delivers high. 1-0 to Mason Bussey. What's Mason doing on the season so far? Well, glad you asked. 242 average, 405 OBP, 9 driven in. Takes a pitch inside. That one gets away, and that is going to allow Caden Boos to move to second. 2-0 count for Mason Bussey with that big orange bat.
Heads up, Caden, not sleeping out there, advancing. It's good to see.
Come on, 2-4.
The pitch. Missed again, 3-0. We'll see if Mason Bussey has the green light here.
There you go, runner.
With a runner in scoring position. At second place, that's Caden Boos. Pitch inside portion of the plate, 3-1. And now time to swing for Mason Bussey, you would assume. When you get tired of the big box pharmacy, come experience the local difference at the Medicine Shop pharmacies of Chippewa Falls and Menominee. Strya look back at second, comes home with a pitch. Found the outer edge of the plate to work the count 3-2. Good pitch.
I think Mason thought that was a ball.
Minimal wait times, true personal service, and available free local delivery. That's your locally owned Medicine Shop pharmacies in Chippewa Falls and Menominee. The Medicine Shop of Chippewa Falls, Menominee. Payoff pitch 3-2. That one is hit along the third base line. Looping throw to first. That's going to be a tough grab. Nice job over there at first by Adam Hayes with the sophomore. That was a long stretch, but he made the play.
It was, and his foot actually came off the bag, but he must have got it down before Mason got there.
So Bussey's thrown out 5-3. Brings up Gavin Smiskey, the sophomore. Gavin, 267 hitter on the year so far, batting in the 8th spot. The runner at second, still no score here. Strike. Fastball inside, tipped back, strike one. Stelter Incorporated works every day to bring you the absolute highest quality and longest lasting concrete with a fleet of dump trucks and drivers at your service. 3 generations of turning dreams into reality and always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com, StelterIncorporated.com. Fouled back by Smiskey. Gavin, a 290 OBP. He's driven in 8. Take a check to collect himself here.
Yeah, I know.
Starting left fielder today.
Just talking to Gavin. It'd really go a long way for him to get a hit here.
0-2 count. Runner at second. 2 outs. He will float one out to shallow right field. It's a long run up and it drops. That's going to bring in the first run of the game. Caden Boost, the RBI single for Mr. Gavin Smiskey.
Nice. Gavin's got to feel good about that. So, it dropped.
With the way the Winds have been playing here, hit it hard.
Here we go, number 1. There you go. Be ready, runner. Be ready. Come on, Park. There you go. Contact.
Parker Lindenberg, the freshman. 9 spot in the lineup.
What's his average? Have you?
Oh, look at that in a second. As Lindenberg fouls one off.
I apologize if you said it already.
375 is what he's hitting.
Okay.
Here we go. You got this, man. Here you go, Gav. Watch him. Watch him.
Nothing in 1 on Parker Lindenberg, the freshman catcher.
Yep.
Strye misses inside, 1-1.
That's it. That's it.
Parker also with a 464 OBP. You like to see that. 6 driven in. Gavin Smiskey's at first. Fouled off by Lindenberg. 1 ball, 2 strikes. McDonell draws first blood, leading 1-0 here after this half inning is complete. Coach Bryce Meverden over at third base right now, but we'll see if we can chat with him in between innings. Next to our Metropolis Resort in Action City dugout smile cam.
All righty.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away.
Okay, look alive there, runner. Hit. Okay.
Strye at second.
Yup. Come on, Park. Come on, Park.
Smiskey will move on to second as another hit by pitch here.
Nice job, buddy.
Control getting away from Caden Strye just a little bit. First and second now. And Eli Stepp back up at the top. So the single by Smiskey drives in Caden Boos, who is also hit by a pitch to start the inning. Now Smiskey stands at second. Eli Stepp, who struck out looking his first time up. With 2 outs and 2 on for the McDonell lineup.
Looks like they brought Carson Galvez in to run for Gavin.
So Galvez now at second. The kick and the pitch from Strye.
Way to watch. Good job.
Good eye from Eli Stepp laying off that one. Carson Galvez, the senior, at second.
Be smart, runners.
First and second, 2 away. 1-0 lead for McDonell. Eli Stepp takes ball 2.
At second is Carson Gal.
Okay.
Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels for your home or business. QualityPropaneandFuels.com. Count moves to 3-0 on Eli Stepp.
Yeah, good at bat. Just being patient so far for Eli.
Stry finds the strike zone there. Stepp digs back in. 3-1 hitter's count for Eli Stepp, the senior. Runner at first, runner at second, 2 away. Stepp takes again. This time finding the mark inside portion of the plate. Stry has worked the count back full, 3-2.
Here we go, Max. Here we go, Max.
2 outs, 2 on. 3-2 pitch from Stry. Eli Stepp swats it foul. Foul tipped it back. Grace Home Respiratory has a wide variety of home medical supplies and equipment for sale or rental and a caring staff ready to answer any question. Grace Home Respiratory in Altoona and Baldwin. That's Grace Home Respiratory. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Eli Stepp at the plate for McDonell. Carson Galvez at second. Lindenberg. Runners will go. Called strike 3. Another big pitch when he needed one. And that is 3 backwards Ks for Stry so far. As we head to the bottom of the second, our new score, McDonell 1, Neillsville Granton 0. We'll see if we can chat with head coach Bryce Meverden in just a moment here in the dugout, get his thoughts on this matchup so far. Cale Holm looking pretty strong for McDonell. He worked his way out of a second and third 1-out jam.
Yeah, you got to give that pitcher there some credit. He was down 3-0. Eli came back and struck him out. So good job for him, I guess, but rather Eli had gotten a hit.
McDonell does get the first one across. Remember, if you have hail damage from last May, you have 1 year to file your claim. Get your exterior checked before May 15th. Don't settle for the door knockers. Go with your experienced local contractor. That's Aerial Management and Construction. Aerial Management and Construction. I'm not seeing Bryce, so you know what? He said he might forget the first game. He didn't, but may have forgotten here as we mixed up the order a little bit. If we see him make his way over on the camera, we will get him live on the air here. Otherwise, maybe we'll see if we can try next inning.
That's a somewhat new thing?
It is a new feature, yeah, that we're trying out.
Okay.
Heck of a throw, Parker. Nice job, kid.
All right, well,
For the Neillsville Granton Warriors,
we'll see if we can check in with Coach a little bit later on. But McDonell leading now 1-0.
Okay, Max. Tough D. Smart D. Knock it down, infield.
Bottom of the second, home half of the second.
Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth.
For Bowden Opelt, sophomore left fielder number 18. And that he's the younger brother of Paris Opelt, who is just a phenomenal basketball player, Eastern Clover Belt Conference Player of the Year, I think a couple seasons in a row at least. Can't remember if she was her sophomore year, but she was a force to be reckoned with. First pitch swinging strike on Opelt from Cale Holm. Holm comes home with a pitch, finds the mark again, strike looking, 0-2. Keep your finances on track with Royal Credit Union. RCU accounts come with smart tools like a mobile app that helps you stay in the know and stick to your goals. Open your account at rcu.org or any office insured by NCUA. Swinging strike 3, Cale Holm. Working quickly for his third strikeout of the game.
Mason Anding.
Yeah, Cale just coming right after him.
I think we talk about this with a lot of pitchers, but just when you see them working quickly, it usually just shows that they're feeling comfortable and ready to go. Why wait around?
Yeah, he is definitely.
Called strike. 4 strikes in a row issued by Cale Holm, facing Mason Anding, the sophomore. 111 hitter, third baseman, number 26. That one is dribbled toward Isaac Crawford, and it got away from Isaac. Looked to be a fairly routine play, and that one just took a weird hop.
I think it was a little too routine, you know, like just rolling across the dirt.
Lulls you to sleep just a bit.
Yep. I don't know if he took his eyes off it or what,
Now
but he
batting,
looked
number
surprised
7,
when he pulled his glove up and there was not a
baseman,
ball in it.
Talon
And I think
Suda.
we were too.
Talon Suda, the sophomore, second baseman number 7. And 6, 7, and 8. Probably stretch to 6, 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup for Neillsville here. Runner goes. Throw to second. Got away from Callan Johnson covering the bag. Looked to be a pretty on-target throw.
It did, and I think if he handles that throw, he's out.
So runner advances to scoring position just with 1 out as Neillsville hoping for a rally to tie the game here very early on. No balls, 1 strike on Talon Suda, the sophomore. Now with a runner in scoring position at second and just that 1 out. Cale Holm comes home with a pitch. Called strike 2. For generations, Christo Orthodontics has been giving the Chippewa Valley something to smile about. That tradition continues with Dr. Grace and Dr. Camille. Holm will look back at second. 0-2 pitch, that is upstairs, ball 1. Isaac Crawford from his shortstop position was shading over there towards second. Just give a thought about a pickoff move from Cale. Glances back at the runner again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch outside edge, couldn't quite catch it. 2-2. Christo Orthodontics, you'll find the same trusted care now with a fresh, modern approach to orthodontics for all ages, welcoming Dr. Grace and Dr. Camille. Schedule your free consultation today at ChristoOrthodontics.com. That's ChristoOrthodontics.com. Ball 3 high. Cale Holm quickly ahead in the count now. Working that ball around in his hand a little bit, trying to make sure he has the grip. 3-2 pitch with 1 out and a runner at second. Fouled back. We'll stay at 3-2. Good battle here between Holm and Talon Suda, the sophomore. Remember, if you have hail damage from last May, that storm May 15th, you have 1 year to file your claim, so get your exterior checked by May 15th. Pickoff attempt. Johnson jogs over to the bag and puts the tag down as a matter of course. Don't settle for one of the door knockers. Call your experienced local contractor, Aerial Management and Construction. That's Aerial Management and Construction.
Okay, Blue. Okay, 1 strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Another payoff pitch. Called strike 3. That's the one he was looking for there. Cale Holm sends down his 4th of the afternoon.
9, catcher,
Yeah, so
Shredder.
far, Cale,
Clark.
he's having a really good outing. And that pitch had me a little nervous. Thought maybe it was going to be a little outside, but glad the ump saw it right.
Swinging strike 1 on Trevor Hart. Hart is a sophomore catcher, number 9, batting in that 9 spot, trying to flip the lineup back to Ormond at the top. Runner still in scoring position at second as a check swing from Hart. They'll say he didn't go 1-1.
All right.
Runner at second is Mason Anding, who reached on the error. Otherwise, could have been a 1-2-3 inning for Cale Holm now. A little bit more work to do. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Thank you to Gavin Bovey back at our WOGO studios in Halley. Our audio producer, on-site producer, the man on the ladder, Sam Aberley. Video producer, camera operator here on site at Neillsville. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner at second. Holm, the 1-2 pitch. That's low into the dirt, blocked well by Parker Lindenberg.
Fantastic block by Parker Lindenberg. That ball
That gives
was
up
coming
third
in.
pretty easily if that gets away.
For sure. Great play by the catcher
Here we
there.
are. Here we go, Blue.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout to end the inning. Cale Holm comes through with his 5th K of the day. So nice, we'll see it twice coming up here on the WOGO Sports Instant Replay. Chippewa Valley Insulation is the feel-good company improving comfort and energy efficiency for your home. Insulation, siding, and so much more. They can even build garages and decks. Chippewa Valley Insulation. Start feeling good at ChippewaValleyInsulation.com. That's ChippewaValleyInsulation.com. We'll take another look at that pitch from Cale Holm coming up in a moment here on WOGO Sports. Thank you so much to the great advertisers making our broadcast possible. The ones you hear on the radio and see live on our WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube. There's another look at the strikeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds, back in half a minute. This is WOGO Sports.
From custom homes to roof replacements and full renovations, Aerial Management and Construction in Chippewa Falls is the contractor you can trust. If you're building your dream home, planning an addition, or looking to remodel, choose Aerial Management and Construction for clear communication and quality craftsmanship. And if you have storm damage, you have a full year to file your claim. So don't settle for one of the door knockers. Go with an experienced and local contractor. Aerial Management and Construction. ArielMGMT.com.
WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube. Caleb Swenson, Seth Smiskey with you. Comfortable in the booth here at Neillsville. Neillsville Granton Warriors, the opponent for your McDonell Macks. Cale Holm has struck out 5 through the first 2 innings.
Yeah, Cale looking really sharp. And, you know, even if he gets a little behind, he's been able to battle back and finish it. So good looking outing so far by Cale.
Isaac Crawford comes to the plate for the second time. He reached on a walk back in the first. Facing Caden Stry, the senior, who also has looked good on the hill so far.
He has. Yep.
Top of the third. Stry, the kick and the pitch. Isaac trying to check it, instead foul tips it back toward the backstop. Nothing in 1. Grace Home Respiratory, a wide variety of home medical supplies and equipment for sale or rental, and a caring staff ready to answer any question. Grace Home Respiratory in Altoona and Baldwin. That's Grace Home Respiratory. Isaac Crawford will slap one toward first base, gloving it, walking over Adam Hazer, the sophomore, and 1 retired for McDonell.
Cale Holm.
Cale Holm now walks to the plate. Grounded out to third his first time up.
All right, 1-6. Let's go, Matt. Let's go, Matt.
Ryan Smiskey due up next.
Yep, come on. Find a way on.
1-0 lead for McDonell. 1 out here, top of the third. Stry the pitch. That one is ripped right back up the middle for Cale Holm, and that's a base hit. Well done there by the McDonell senior, and a runner aboard. Cale Holm 1 for 2 on the day. Ryan Smiskey, who struck out looking to end the first inning, looking for a little redemption here. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose quality propane and fuels for your home or business. QualityPropaneandFuels.com. Stry, a look at Holm at first. This one is dribbled along the third base line, and it is foul.
Just foul, too.
Not by much.
Nope.
Earlier on, we had the Wurtzgala weather check brought to you by Wurtzgala Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Our game time conditions with 64 degrees, kind of overcasting, a few glimmers of sunshine. Our Wurtzgala weather check, as always, brought to you by Wurtzgala Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Remember, whatever the Wisconsin weather brings, make sure your home stays comfortable with the pros at Wurtzgala Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. High pitch, snagged behind the plate there. 1-1 count. Trevor Hart, the sophomore, didn't quite have to come out of his stance, but he has a pretty long wingspan, had to use all of that. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Outside pitch, snap throw to first. 2-1 the count as Cale Holm hustles back.
Watch him, runner. There you go, 1-5.
2-1 with 1 out, 1 on. Stry comes home with the pitch, missed wide. 3-1 hitters count here for Ryan Smiskey. Ryan hitting .324, his team leading 1-0. Love to add a little bit here.
There you go, runner.
Ryan being a little more patient here at this at bat.
3-1 pitch, finding the mark is Stry, working the count full. Discover a future of excellence rooted in history at McDonell Area Catholic Schools, educating students from pre-K all the way to senior year. McDonell is now accepting applications for the 2026-27 school year. Visit McDonellAreaCatholicSchools.org today. That's McDonellAreaCatholicSchools.org. Cale Holm has taken second.
Find a way on! Find a way on! Find a way on! There you go, runner!
3 balls, 2 strikes. Inside pitch. Nice. Ball 4. Good hold there by Ryan Smiskey.
Yep.
1 out, 2 on now.
It was high, so but I saw him coming forward. I'm glad he checked it.
Second baseman, Callan Johnson.
Callan Johnson, first time he was up, Callan just laced the first one he saw right out to Keegan Ormond in center field, who made a nice play on it. See if he comes out first pitch swinging again. With runners at first and second, now the Sun fully out. Takes a first pitch strike this time from Stry.
Nice job.
First and second, 1 out. McDonell leading 1-0 here, top of the third. The pitch, high fastball, and he took a big cut at that, 0-2. White City Glass salutes all the hardworking athletes. For all your windshield, glass, and garage door needs, call White City Glass of Chippewa Falls. That's White City Glass of Chippewa Falls. Swing and a miss, Callan Johnson, but it does get away. And Callan Johnson is going to take first, but that's going to catch Smiskey in between first and second. And he is tagged out at first. Was trying to sort all this out.
I don't know.
Neillsville was calling for a double play, saying the throw to first was in time, and then a tag out on Ryan Smiskey. Cale Holm, meanwhile, has advanced to third. And let's sort this one out here. The drop third strike, throw to first was in time, and then it looked like Smiskey was tagged.
Yeah, but I think but he signaled safe on Ryan. So.
All right, so we'll say the strikeout
Number 2
on Callan Johnson for the second out of the inning. Now McDonell first and third with Caden Boos at the plate. Boos hitting .296.
There you go.
So Johnson strikes out. Smiskey will take second.
Okay.
So 2 in scoring position as Ryan Smiskey steals second. Maybe trying to bait a throw that time.
I think so.
That's nice over there, third. That's nice.
0-1 on Caden Boos. Had a nice game on Saturday. Takes one. It looked a little outside. Umpire disagrees. He has a better vantage point than we do anyway. 0-2. Stry trying to get out of this with a good pitch here. Runners at second and third. That one is popped foul along the first baseline. Caden Boos just hoping that would hang fair.
Yeah.
They'll do it again at 0-2. Caden Boos with 2 in scoring position, but down to his final strike with 2 away.
That definitely scores 2 runs if it's fair.
Good senior versus senior battle here. Stry and Boos. And calling time. Caden Boos will step out, take a practice cut or 2. When you get tired of the big box pharmacy, come experience the local difference at the Medicine Shop pharmacies of Chippewa Falls and Menominee. Minimal wait times, true personal service, and available free local delivery. 0-2 pitch called. Strike 3. Another big-time pitch there from Stry to end the inning, and McDonell strands 2. We'll step out, be back in 60 seconds on WOGO Radio and the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube. This is McDonell Baseball. We are back in 1 minute on WOGO Sports.
Cabin and camping season is starting. As you prep your cabin or camper for the season, don't forget about your water. Whether you have a cabin or a camper, Gibson's Water Care can help at your home away from home. Book your free camper or cabin water analysis online now with the water experts at Gibson's Water Care. No long-term contracts, locally owned American-made products. Need a plumber? Gibson's Water Care can help with basic plumbing needs too. Go online to learn more.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Welcome back to McDonell Baseball on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube. A tight one building here in Neillsville. The sun has come out a little bit more fully. Beautiful grass field out there. McDonell leading 1-0. Bottom of the third. As the Neillsville Granton Warriors have been facing Cale Holm, who's sent down 5 batters via swinging strike and called strike in the first 2 innings, but his counterpart, Caden Stry, on the other side has really done a nice job. On the top of the order now coming up for Neillsville Granton.
Yeah, and we've had some runners in scoring position and just not able to get them across the plate.
First pitch wide and high for ball 1. Good snatch that time behind the dish, Parker Lindenberg.
All righty, Macks. Softy. Softy.
Holm, 1-0 pitch. That one is hit high, but straight towards center field. Eli Stepp measures it, makes the grab. He did not have to move much.
I don't think he had to move more than a step or 2.
I think maybe he was even a little surprised, thinking, well, normally you have to drift at least a little bit one way or the other, but that was right to him.
That's what used to just frustrate me so much. Like Grant was pretty good at hitting balls to the center fielder, and just like, you know, if you tried to do that.
Exactly.
Probably,
I mean, that would be quite a skill. You could make money on that skill if you could hit it right to the center fielder. Caden Stry reached on an error his first time up, but was left stranded.
There you go.
The senior pitcher fouls one back as he takes a big rip at the first offering from Cale Holm. Look for the Maurer Sperry Insurance highlights of the week on our WOGO Sports social media channels. Follow WOGO Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Brought to you by Maurer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Cale Holm, the 0-1 pitch, and that one is ripped out to center field, and that is going to drop for a base hit, fielded by Eli Stepp. Big turnaround first for Stry. He will stay put at first.
Adam Hazer.
Yeah, just nice solid hit, and dropped it right in between second base and the center fielder.
Where we going with that bunt, boys?
Brings up Adam Hazer, sophomore first baseman. He ripped a double his first time up. Runner goes. Throw to second. Looks to be in time. The tag is down, and they got it. Oh, well done by McDonell.
Yeah, that was a great throw by the catcher there. Just a dime.
Parker Lindenberg absolutely ripped it to second, and Stry is out.
Yeah, just great placement.
Knock that ball down.
Called strike on Hazer.
Okay.
Count even at 1-1.
Be tough infield. Yep. There you go, 1 stick.
Hazer again showed off his power with that double the first time up.
Holm. Let's go.
Finds the mark, 1-2.
Nice pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are now clear thanks to the cannon of a right arm of Parker Lindenberg. Hazer calls time. Hartung is due up next if Hazer's not retired. 2 outs, none on. McDonell trying to preserve that 1-0 lead.
Okay.
Holm the pitch, ball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Our dugout smile cam is brought to you by Metropolis Resort in Action City in Eau Claire. Constant smiles and fun at Metropolis Resort and Action City. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, none on. Cale Holm, the pitch, swing and a miss. Yet another strikeout for Cale Holm. Let's take another look at that one before we go to break here on WOGO Sports. Cale Holm needed a big pitch, came up with another one to send down Hazer. That is the 6th strikeout of the game for Cale Holm. As we take another look at it on our WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube.
Yeah, Cale is definitely feeling it today, and it's been fun to watch so far. He's got him guessing up there for sure. And he's just throwing it right by him. So
we'll take a 30-second break here on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports live video stream. Back in 30 seconds on WOGO.
Some people like odd things, like a tuna and banana sandwich, or romantic comedy, political drama, horror films. You should elect me. Uh-oh. Yes, some people like odd things, like waiting forever in line at the big box pharmacy. Next! But for everyone else, there's the Medicine Shop pharmacies of Chippewa Falls and Menominee. Minimal wait times, true personal service, and available free local delivery. The Medicine Shop in Chippewa Falls and Menominee.
McDonell leading 1-0 here on WOGO Radio and the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube and our WOGO Radio Facebook page. Thank you as always to all the great sponsors that you hear and see during our broadcast, making these possible. Whether we're home in Chippewa Falls or on the road in Neillsville or in Augusta like we'll be on Thursday night for a big, big game between two potential sectional opponents, the Beavers of Augusta and the Lady Macks of McDonell. That should be a fun one. Laney O'Brien, of course, one of the top talents in the area as a pitcher.
Use that big orange stick!
As we enter the 4th, Mason Bussey at the plate for the 2nd time.
Way to watch! Good eye!
Bussey takes ball 1.
Good eye!
First time up for Mason Bussey.
Be ready for your pitch.
Get that to you in a moment. Bussey takes ball 2 inside. Mason a ground out to 3rd his first time up.
Pull that trigger.
2-0 on Mason Bussey.
Way to watch.
3-0.
Way to watch.
I believe Mason had a 3-0 count his last time up as well.
Be ready.
Pitch.
Okay.
Looked to be a little high, called strike 1.
All right.
Mason Bussey will get an opportunity here. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and proud to support local athletics. Northwestern Bank, 3-1 pitch. Check swing and called ball 4.
Oh, wow.
Are they? Oh, they're changing here. Okay.
Okay,
So
yeah, I was going to say, boy, it really looked like he went
It kind of
around
looked
on
like
that.
he went, but yeah, Mason heading up the first base line, but the appeal sends him back to the plate. 3-2.
Okay, protect that. Contact.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Contact.
Mason Bussey, McDonell Sr., DHing today. The pitch, swing and a miss. Another quality pitch from Stry. That is the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that's twice he's done that where he's come back from a 3-0 count to get a strikeout.
Strikeouts mounting for McDonell as well. That's their 6th strikeout credited to Caden Stry. 6th on the other side for Cale Holm as well. First pitch strike here against Gavin Smiskey.
Looks like Carson.
Carson Galvez, excuse me.
For Gavin here.
So Carson Galvez takes one inside, evens it at 1-1. Galvez, another senior.
All right, number 5.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, none on for McDonell. Leading 1-0. Galvez takes the strike. Stry again working pretty quickly here.
Protect. Anything close there? Anything close? Come on now.
Galvez takes a pitch inside. Count even at 2-2.
Right up there. Right up there.
2-2 count, one away. Stride kicks and pitches. Outside. Full count once again. Stride was able to win the battle last time with a full count against Mason Bussey. Try it again here against Carson Galvez. Payoff pitch. Take your base. Missed inside.
Good at bat by Carson there, just coming in. And I mean, this pitcher, he's been doing well. And for him to lay off some of those pitches, it's pretty tough. So
brings up Parker Lindenberg, being in that 9 spot, 375 average with a 464 OBP. Coach Memberton says he likes having a good bat at the bottom of the lineup to try and turn it over. Oh. Carson Galvez diving back toward first, and they got him on the pickoff for the second out. Good pitch, shot, pickoff move there by Caden Stride to Hazer. And now 2 away and none on.
Yeah, good throw over there by the pitcher. Really caught him off guard. I wasn't really even expecting that.
Lindenberg takes a called strike.
Come on, Parker. Light it in there. You can swing.
2 away, but none on now for McDonell. Another big cut from Lindenberg. He's behind that one, 0-2.
You're going to protect. Protect.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lindenberg takes one inside, and that one nicked him. And he's going to be aboard with 2 away.
Is that the second time he's gotten hit?
It is.
Yeah, okay. That's
he
what
was
I
hit
thought.
by a pitch in the second as well, too.
Yeah.
Third player hit by a pitch so far from Stride, who's otherwise been really strong.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He's but every once in a while one gets away from him, but
top of the lineup now with Eli Stepp, who struck out looking twice.
Eli Stepp.
And you know that's getting under Eli's skin a little bit too. He's just too good a player. And that second called strike 3, I don't know that he loved the call. Slide at second in time for Parker Lindenberg, who moves into scoring position for Eli Stepp. So Lindenberg does not hang out at first base for long. 1-0 count on Eli.
Okay, now, runner. Hey, Eli. Hey, 7.
1 ball, no strikes. Stepp takes a strike. 1-1.
Miller, number 9.
1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs with a 1-0 lead for McDonell here. Inside pitch gets away, and that is going to send the runner to third, standing up. Still 2 away for McDonell. 2-1 count on Eli Stepp as Lindenberg at third, ready to come home should an opportunity present itself.
All right, 7, bring him around.
The way both of these pitchers are going, they'd love to double that 1-2
for
on
sure.
the scoreboard for McDonell. Stepp the senior.
There you go.
2-1 pitch. He will hook it foul on the first base line to even the count at 2-2.
I really getting a feeling like this game's going to come down to which pitcher lasts longest and who comes in after him.
Both have really been in their bag so far. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third for Eli Stepp, McDonell Sr.
You got it, man. Hey.
Stry. The pitch. Inside, called strike 3. He did it again. Well done there by Stry. We'll step out and head to the bottom of the 4th in 60 seconds. This is Macks Baseball and WOGO Sports. Good to have you with us on WOGO. We're back right after.
From custom homes to roof replacements and full renovations, Aerial Management and Construction in Chippewa Falls is the contractor you can trust. If you're building your dream home, planning an addition, or looking to remodel, choose Aerial Management and Construction for clear communication and quality craftsmanship. And if you have storm damage, you have a full year to file your claim. So don't settle for one of the door knockers. Go with an experienced and local contractor. Aerial Management and Construction. ArielMGMT.com.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
McDonell Baseball on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube. Cale Holm on the hill for McDonell, trying to protect, preserve that 1-0 lead as McDonell offensively was able to get one across in the second. But Caden Stry has just been magnificent. He's struck out 7 through 4.
Yeah, and Eli, you know, it'll come.
Leading off for your Warriors,
Eli doesn't seem like the kind of guy that thinks about, you know, would get rattled like mentally. So he'll right the ship.
I mean, Eli's the kid that if you need a hit in a big spot late in this one, you want him at the plate.
Yeah, for sure.
Cale Holm, opening pitch induces a swinging strike on Hartung.
Nice.
That was a pretty filthy pitch from Cale Holm.
It was. Yeah, to start out, it looked like a changeup. Start out with that.
A lot of times you might see a first pitch fastball, not there. Called strike 2. Hartung struck out his first time up back in the first inning.
Okay, Macks, don't let up.
0-2 count. Cale Holm looks home, gets the call. The pitch, swinging strike. Yes, indeed.
All right.
Thought maybe he got a piece of it. No, sir. Speaking of 7 strikeouts, I believe that's now 7 for Cale Holm.
Yeah, and he's not showing any signs of fatigue or anything like that. So.
Okay, Max, that's one.
Preston Bear, ground out to second his first time up.
There we go, 1-6. Okay.
Another grounder, this one to Isaac Crawford. He will glove, he will sidearm to first, and not in time. Good hustle down the first base line by Bear.
Yeah, I don't think Isaac could have played that any differently. It was just a slow grounder, and he fielded it good, and maybe a little bobble, but boy, he rocketed it over there. So I think he made up for that. So
yeah, I think just credit the speed from the freshman Bear getting out of the box in a hurry.
Speed and a slow hit ball.
Bowden Opelt, he struck out his first time up. Lays a bunt down the first base line, fielded by Cale Holm. He will throw to first for the out. Runner advances to second on the sacrifice. But now 2 away for McDonell. As Bowden Opelt.
I mean, maybe that shows some respect for our catcher there, you know, where normally, I don't know if you...
Yeah, do you risk giving up the out to move him along? But
yeah, when you could probably steal, but I think...
Mason Anding fouls off the first pitch he sees.
I think Lindenberg had a good throw the first time. It just didn't get handled, and then he picked him off the second time. So, yeah, just little things like that
maybe
help
tip
out.
the cap, like you said, to what the freshman's doing behind the dish.
For sure.
0-1 pitch curling inside. 1-1. Stelter Inc. works every day to bring you the absolute highest quality and longest lasting concrete with a fleet of dump trucks and drivers at your service. 3 generations of turning dreams into reality, and always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com. Foul tip back, 1-2. Still a 1-0 lead for McDonell. 4 hits on the board for the Warriors compared to 2 for McDonell, but the only run so far has come across for the Macks. Mason Anding, the sophomore third baseman, facing a 1-2 count. He will line this one to left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit and should tie the game, and it will as Smiskey rolls it back to the infield. We're knotted up at 1 apiece. Good piece of hitting by Mason Anding. And I don't think there's going to be much Gavin was going to be able to do with that one to prevent the run from scoring.
Yeah. And actually, I think they took.
Or maybe that's Carson Galvez out there.
It was Carson out there. They took Gavin out of the game.
So now a runner at first. First pitch strike from Cale Holm. New ball game here in the fourth. Tied at 1 with Talon Suda, who struck out in the second, up for the second time. Throw to second. The tag is down, and he got him again. Do not test the arm of Parker Lindenberg.
Oh, definitely not. Perfect. Just such great location. Really good.
See if we can take another look at it here on our WOGO Sports instant replay. Parker Lindenberg has thrown out
second
two
base.
players at second and really probably should have been 3.
Yeah, probably could have been 3. And you know what I mean? As long as that second baseman or whoever's covering the base there handles that throw, like you can see it. Like this is going to be an out. Like,
and it wasn't particularly close.
Yeah. Yep. So just and not having to field it on a hop or anything like that. Just get it, put the tag on. Good throws. Like to see that.
Taking a look at it now, we'll take a 30-second break. Be back in 30 seconds on WOGO Sports. This is McDonell.
Think about how much time you spend in your home. Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating can make it so much more comfortable with radiant floor heating and luxurious bathroom remodels. Water softening and filtration, and whole house air purification, so you can breathe easy. Love your home with Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating. Call 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
To serve again, Wurz Gala Company.
McDonell Baseball on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. Parker Lindenberg behind the plate. Catches his second in the act of stealing. And we move to the 5th now with Isaac Crawford coming to the plate for McDonell. 1 across in that inning for Neillsville Granton. New score is 1-1.
Here we go. Find a way on.
Still out there, Caden Stry, who struck out 7 through 4. Isaac Crawford walked his first time up, then a ground out right back to Stry in the 3rd.
Here we go, Max.
Trying to start off McDonell on a high note here. Good baseball game we have on the road at Neillsville. Pulling back after showing bunt, Isaac Crawford takes strike 1.
Batting for the Macks, number 0, Isaac Crawford.
Okay, battle hard. Battle hard.
Nothing in 1 on Isaac Crawford. Pitch missed inside 1-1.
Find a way on that base.
Good to have you with us on the radio dials of 103.1 FM AM 680, WOGO.com. Also on the live video stream, swing and a miss by Isaac Crawford. You can find the video stream on the WOGO Radio Facebook feed. WOGO Sports on YouTube. Hit subscribe, the notification bell, Chi High and McDonell Athletics all throughout the school year. Isaac Crawford grounds one to the pitcher. Stry, left-handed throw. First baseman coming a bit off the bag, got back down in time. And that's the first out of the inning. Feeling the position well.
Yeah, I had the privilege of breading some smelt with Isaac's dad,
Really?
Mike, last Thursday at the KC Smelt Feed.
Very nice.
Yeah, so if you're into eating, you know.
I don't know that I have
minnows.
before.
But tell you what.
Cale Holm, line shot to center field, and another brilliant play out there in center by Keegan Ormond, the freshman. He got a great read on that one. Lost the lid, made the play. Hard hit ball.
Tell you what, a lot of people like it, though. There was line out the door, and I think they went through like 350 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. I ate one. One was good.
There you go.
Yep.
And that's great turnout.
Yeah, for sure.
2 away now here for McDonell.
I think it's kind of like a, you know.
An acquired taste?
Well, it's just like something you do once a year.
First pitch strike. Sure.
You know, for a lot of people, once a year probably is good.
Yeah.
You know,
kind of a lutefisk thing.
Yeah, yeah.
0-1. Strye pitching confidently here. Grounded foul along the third base line.
That's twice now. Rise just a few more feet and it'd be a good hit.
There you go.
0-2.
Protect.
McDonell leading 1-0 until last inning. One came across for the Warriors.
There you go.
Now down to their final strike of this fifth. Ryan Smiskey at the plate. Outside pitch. 1-2. Smiskey's day. Struck out in the first to end the inning. Then a walk and a stolen base left stranded in the third. Inside pitch. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, none on for Ryan Smiskey, McDonell senior first baseman, batting from the right. Strye, the left-handed pitch. This one is laced foul and over the cage, third base line. Smiskey will get another opportunity here. Check out WOGO.com to see our complete sports schedule. Very busy week. Broadcast Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Outside pitch count has worked full.
If he can locate that fastball, that's a good pitch. But
You got it now. You got it now. Come on, you can do it.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
You got it.
McDonell hitters
That's it. Come on, 1-5.
working a number of payoff pitches, but haven't been able to make them pay off yet. It's knocked foul and right into the dugout screen along the third base line.
Ryan knew he had the right pitch. He waited back on it, just didn't get it.
Ryan Smiskey standing in again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, none on. Fouled away, and I think he got it off his foot.
That's what it looks like.
Keep battling. You're doing it.
Do it again, staying in hard. Ryan Smiskey. Due up next is Callan Johnson. Johnson's lined out to center field. That was another impressive play by Keegan Ormond. 3-2 pitch once again. Swing and a miss. 8th strikeout for the talented Caden Strye. We'll step out, be back in 60 seconds. This is McDonell Baseball on WOGO Sports. Good to have you with us on WOGO as we return in 60 seconds.
Why do we smile? It's the special moments, the milestones. It's family and friends, getting good news, or simply enjoying life. A smile lifts your spirits and makes someone's day. That's why we smile. So make it shine at Christo Orthodontics.
Northwestern Bank, delivering our values, creating a positive impact.
Working with Jamie at Northwestern Bank is like having another key player on your team. He believes getting to know you and your business is what allows him to provide the best banking solutions for your company's needs. His leadership and dedication has helped local businesses and organizations expand and grow, creating a positive impact in the Chippewa Valley.
Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter.
McDonell Macks Baseball on WOGO Radio, WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. Caleb Swenson, Seth Smiskey with you. Sam Aberley on site. Our video producer, camera operator, Gavin Bovey at the WOGO studios in Halley. We're in the bottom of the 5th.
Okay, Max.
0-0 game in this pitcher's duel. Excuse me, 1-1 game in this pitcher's duel, I should say. A lot of zeros on the scoreboard. Cale home, check, swing, called strike.
That's the same pitch he started out with last inning.
Talon Suda has just had 1 at-bat so far today, struck out back in the 2nd. Home ball 1 issued up high.
You know, you really don't know what you're going to see when you come on against an 0-6 team, but, I mean, what we've seen so far is kind of resemble us in a lot of ways, you could say.
Breaking ball, strike 2 on Suda. Yeah, and
Back him up,
You know,
infield.
good pitching. I mean, you know, their bats aren't
Yep.
super hot, but I mean that's a testament to the pitching, I guess.
5 hits. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Cale Holm.
Good job, Max.
That is 8 for Cale Holm, and these pitchers just going back and forth with the strikeout tallies.
Bat for your Warriors, number 9, the catcher, Trevor.
That's the first out of the inning.
Okay.
Trevor Hart coming to the plate now. He struck out back in the second, the sophomore catcher. Holm first pitch gets away from Lindenberg, ball 1. We've been treated to some impressive pitching on both sides. It's fun to watch. 1 ball, no strike count here with 1 out on Hart.
Come on, infield.
And then turn it around to the top of the order. Swing and a miss.
Nice pitch.
1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1-1 on the scoreboard. Bottom of the 5th. You're on WOGO, Hallie, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. Cale Holm's going to take a minute here. His time is called.
Yeah, he's still throwing hard, not showing any signs of letting up.
Here we go.
I don't have the faintest idea what his pitch count is.
Ball high, 2-1.
Come on, 1-6.
He hasn't faced a lot of batters so far. Both pitchers you'd think would be in pretty good position to go another inning at least. Inside, up high, 3-1. Ormond is on deck, the freshman.
Come on, Max. Come on, Max.
Cale Holm kicks and delivers. That one is sent high, and it's going to be a long run for Eli Stepp, and that's going to drop into the gap for a base hit. Trevor Hart on base at the bottom of the order, and it's back to the top of the lineup with 1 out.
Bat for your Warriors, number 1, center fielder, Keegan Ormond.
Keegan Ormond, strikeout and a fly out.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if the left fielder had a better shot at getting that ball.
It was well placed out there in left center.
Yeah.
First pitch misses from Cale Holm. There's a long, hard run out there from Eli. And
it was.
He certainly has the speed to get there, but just dropped right where no one was.
Yep.
Throw over to first to hold the runner. Coming up after the game, we'll have our post-game show brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Quality service, affordable prices for commercial home and auto glass, Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Bunted along the first base line. Throw to first in time. Ryan Smiskey from Cale Holm. That's the second out of the inning. Runner moves along into scoring position, Trevor Hart. As Ormond is retired, 1-3 on the ground out.
Caden Stride.
Okay, now tough D.
And now Caden Stride, who has reached each time on an error in the first and then a hard hit single in the third. He is a runner in scoring position in this 1-1 game. Stride struck out 8 on the mound. And Coach Meverden, an infield conversation here.
Yeah, it's a big.
We were just talking about the situation here again.
Yeah, you got one in scoring position, and Stride here is showing that he can hit. So, big at bat here for sure.
You look at what Stride's doing on the mound so far. This is a pretty crucial out for McDonell. We'll also have after the game in our post-game show, our 24/7 West Wisconsin Telecom Fiber Fast plays of the game. We'll talk with head coach Bryce Meverden.
Here we go, Cale. Let's finish it up.
6 hits now on the board for the home team, the Neillsville Granton Warriors. 2 for McDonell. That's been enough to get 1 run across. Just 1 error showing on the board here.
Okay, infield, make that play.
So a runner at second with 2 outs for Caden Stry, the talented senior, number 10, the lefty. Pickoff attempt. Crawford.
So close, boys. Here we go.
Tagged the runner, but just a whisker too late. We'll do it again. Long look back at that runner at second. Cale Holm comes home with the pitch. First pitch swung on and sent out toward Eli Stepp. He has a long run up. He's got it measured. Makes the squeeze, and that will end the inning. McDonell strands 1 for Neillsville Granton. We head to the 6th. Our score remains McDonell 1, Neillsville 1. We are back in 60 seconds. This is Macks Baseball on WOGO Sports.
Add value and beauty to your home with Post Glass and Mirror. Ensure every day starts better with a gorgeous custom shower door. Did you know that adding mirrors to a room can make it feel 2 times bigger? Post Glass and Mirror has many styles and shapes of mirrors to choose from. And does condensation gathering inside your windows make them look like they're crying? Don't end up shedding tears yourself over high energy bills. Call Post Glass and Mirror today. Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Free estimates start today at postglassandmirror.com.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
McDonell Macks Baseball on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. Caleb Swenson, Seth Smiskey with you. Things getting tight here in the 6th. 1-1 game. McDonell at the plate, and now we will have a pitching change for Neillsville, so it looks like that is the limit for Caden Stry as he struck out 8 through 5. And now they will bring on number 1, Keegan Ormond, the freshman who's been really strong in center, as he will warm up and try to take the Warriors home.
Yeah, he's different. He's a righty, and then he really comes over the top with his arm. So a little bit different style here for sure.
And quick look ahead at our WOGO Sports calendar, which you can view at WOGO.com. Tomorrow, Chi High softball, 4:40 start here on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. That'll be against New Richmond. Then Thursday should be a dandy out at Augusta. McDonell softball on the road facing the Beavers. Friday, McDonell baseball back at home at Casper against Flambeau. And then Chi High softball playing 2 on Saturday. DC Everest and Toma coming to town. We are in the 6th.
Sounds busy.
It is busy. It is busy. I think I'm doing all those broadcasts, but tomorrow's.
Really? Jeepers. How's the baseball season going for the...
Chi High's they got a really nice sweep of Spash last week. Took it on the chin a little bit from Hudson, who's one of the best in the state. Lost a couple games there, but talking to some of those boys, I think they're eager to get another shot at the Raiders in the postseason.
Okay.
Orman pitches inside. Ball 1. All zeros on the scoreboard other than in the 2nd for McDonell and the 4th for Neillsville Granton. Second pitch comes in low for Ormond, facing Callan Johnson, the freshman second baseman. He's lined out and struck out in his 2 plate appearances in the 2nd and 3rd. Ormond, the pitch missed wide, 3-0 on Johnson. An opportunity here for McDonell. We'll see if Cale Holm comes out for another inning after getting out of a spot in the last one. 4-pitch walk. And trotting up the first base line, Callan Johnson, as he reaches for the first time today, drawing the walk, brings up Caden Boos. He was hit by a pitch in the second, struck out in the third. Middle of the order here for McDonell. 5, 6, and 7 due up.
Your kid's playing baseball?
Cooper is playing baseball.
Okay, and I sorry if I say I don't.
Yeah, well, Teddy's the youngest, and Teddy would love to play baseball. He's just 3 and not quite old enough yet.
Gotcha.
Runner about to take off, but yeah, the girls have not shown an interest yet. Daddy's hoping they might be watching or listening right now. Daddy would love to have you guys play sports if you're interested. No pressure.
Yeah.
0-1 pitch from Ormond. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Cooper playing a team from Wheaton the other day, got an inside the park home run.
Nice, gotta like those.
And yeah, that was a nice moment for him, getting mobbed by his teammates out of the dugout. He really enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah,
I was in the concession stand. Thankfully, there was a lull, and yelling my head off over there in the concession stand. As some of the throws got away, and so he just kept chugging. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first. The pitch, swing and a miss. Boos goes down on strikes. Good pitch for the first out of the inning from Ormond. As maybe he's settling in a little bit here.
Yeah. Kind of, when they first start out, and you're like, well, is this going to continue with the balls, or is he going to figure it out? And fortunately, it seems like he's starting to figure it out a little bit here.
Mason Bussey with that 405 OBP comes to the plate. First pitch missed and is dropped, but runner will stay put. Callan Johnson at first with a 1-0 count on Mason Bussey. So Callan Johnson got the leadoff walk, trying to move into scoring position for Mason Bussey, you would think. See what Coach Meverden elects to do. Kicking the pitch. Strike 1 issued. 1 ball, 1 strike. Probably should have noted as well, too, that Ormond is another lefty.
Yeah, I don't know what I was looking at. I guess I just assumed how many lefties can you have.
Ormond, the freshman, gets away, and that's going to be an easy path to second for Johnson, who again has been taking kind of that secondary lead each time anyway, but saving the trouble of having to hustle that time. 2-1 to Mason Bussey. McDonell Sr. now has a runner in scoring position, and Callan Johnson in this 1-1 game. Neillsville Granton has made that pitching change. Ormond comes home with the pitch, and he fooled Mason with that one. Big cut. 2-2 count with 1 away.
Seems like if he's going to miss low.
Takes a look back at second. Comes home with the pitch. Mason Bussey gets underneath it. He will pop it out to the grass in left center field. First and third with 1 out. Mason Bussey reaches out and slices that one out to where no one was.
No, and he reached out. That's for sure, and was just able to get enough bat on that ball just to drop it up over the shortstop's head.
So now Callan Johnson at third, Mason Bussey at first.
Okay, runners.
Carson Galvez
Look alive. Look alive.
now playing left field.
Watch it, fake it.
At the plate, the McDonell Sr. Tie game. Mason Bussey takes off. Throw to second, not really, as it's cut off by the shortstop.
Yeah.
Nice wheels there.
So Bussey, I'm just hearing the call up from the crowd. The wheels on the Bussey go round and round. So Mason at second.
Wow.
0-1 count on Carson Galvez. That pitch gets away a little bit.
Here we go.
1-1. Important for the backstop and Trevor Hart to be a wall back there. As any wild pitch, pass ball is going to score and break this tie. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third for McDonell here in the 6th. Ormond, pitch inside, missed. 2 balls, 1 strike on Carson Galvez. I don't know if we gave you a look at Galvez's season so far. He's driven in 2.
There you go, runner.
Could double that with a big swing here. Missed 3-1. Hitters count for the McDonell senior Carson Galvez. There's our WOGO Radioactive Award winner and basketball co-winner. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from Carson. Another payoff pitch upcoming, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Carson Galvez. McDonell senior with 2 on and 1 out. Swing and a miss. Good pitch from Ormond. That's the second out of the inning. He needed it. He got it. Second K of the day for Ormond, the talented young freshman. Parker Lindenberg coming to the plate for McDonell. He has a 2 RBI chance here with a solid single. Trying to break this one open a little bit. Tied at 1 in the top of the 6th from Neillsville. Ormond the pitch, outside, missed. And coming up after the game will be our post-game show brought to you by Postglass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Neillsville Granton 0-6 looking for their first win. Haven't played a ton of games yet. McDonell trying to right the ship. This one is laced to center field, and that's going to drop. 1 run comes in. Bussey hits the brakes at third. It is 2-1 McDonell as Parker Lindenberg comes through. The freshman, a big hit.
Yeah, so far, Parker, he's really having himself a day with the...
He's been hit twice, and that time he said, I will do the hitting.
Yes. And then, those 2 pickoffs down there. So.
Runners at the corners for Eli Stepp.
All right, Eli.
Okay, be smart first.
First time, of course, that Stepp at the top of the order is facing Ormond.
Good. Hey!
Keegan Ormond, the freshman. 1 hops it to the catcher, blocked well by Hart. Runners will retreat to their respective positions at first and third. Big spot for Stepp. We talked about this earlier. This is the spot that you want him in, that he wants, I'm sure.
Watch yourself first. Watch yourself.
1-0 with 2 outs. Runners at the corners. McDonell now leading 2-1. Pitch inside. That gets away, and Mason Bussey doesn't take home. But Lindenberg does move ahead to second, so now 2 in scoring position. Callan Johnson came in to score the second run of the day for McDonell, thanks to that RBI knock from Parker Lindenberg, who now stands at second. Eli Stepp with a 2-0 count. Second and third. Ormond the pitch. Eli Stepp gets a piece of this one, drops it into center field. That's a base hit. 2 are going to score. Play at the plate. No, sir. The slide comes. Oh, they got him at the plate. Excuse me. Thinking that maybe McDonell would score 2. Well-placed hit by Eli Stepp.
Yeah.
And a good throw there from center.
For sure. Great throw by center. And yeah, it was on time.
Well, 3-1 McDonell. They get 2 important runs. We'll step out, be back in 1 minute. This is McDonell Baseball on WOGO Sports.
If you can dream it, Stelter can make it happen. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has taken pride in turning dreams into reality with the absolute highest quality concrete built to last. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, ensuring only the best ready-mix concrete. And if you need materials delivered or hauled away, Stelter Inc. has a fleet of dump trucks to serve you and even provides the driver. When you expect the best, Stelter delivers every time. Start today at StelterIncorporated.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
with some blood in the water, and we were circling the Sharks, So I mean it's.
Cale Holm is still out there for McDonell, but now pitching with the lead. First pitch missed, 1-0.
Okay, 1-6.
Swing and a miss to even the count at 1-1. Facing Adam Hazer. He's doubled in the first, struck out in the third.
All right, Max.
Last 6 outs here
Okay, infield,
for
back
Neillsville
in,
Granton. McDonell now with a 3-1 lead. Cale Holm whistles in another strike, 1-2.
Okay, now.
Holm sitting at 8 strikeouts by our unofficial tally.
Tufty, knock that ball down.
Long look home. Gets the sign from Lindenberg. The pitch, swinging, strike 3. He did it again. 9 sent down on strikes for Cale Holm. Goodness, he is dealing.
He is. He's got him guessing out
Up to
there.
bat for your Warriors, number 14.
And I think he was that
Hart-
hitter looked like he was waiting for a fastball, and he got a curveball, and he just whiffed on it. So.
Caden Hartung, the senior, he struck out twice, takes a big cut at the first pitch he sees and misses. 0-1.
Good job. Okay, infield.
1 out, 0-1 the count. McDonell leading 3-1, still getting out hit 6-4, but they've made their hits count. Lined out to second base, and what a nice snag there by Callan Johnson. Goodness. Well done by Callan.
Yeah, good reaction to that. Able to get up and get it.
That was a hard hit line drive from Hartung.
It was. He didn't have much time to react to that, so it's good to see out of a young player.
Preston Bear sporting the hoodie underneath the jersey. Takes a first pitch ball outside. Bears Day, a ground out to Callan Johnson at second in the first. And he had a double and scored the lone run of the game in the fourth. Trying to protect the plate. Fouls it off. I should say a single back in the fourth, but did score that run.
Okay, infield.
1-1 count, 2 away, 3-1 lead for McDonell here in the bottom of the sixth. Cale Holm still on the hill. Holm low and in the dirt. 2-1. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and proud to support local sports. Northwestern Bank. 2-1 count now. 2 away and the base is empty for Cale Holm. The senior comes home with a pitch inside. Dancing away from that one. Preston Bear. Right up on tiptoes. 3 balls, 1 strike. Holm working quickly. Missed. Runners aboard with 2 away. Not a lot of walks here for Cale Holm.
No.
In fact, that may be the first one.
You know, you might
Boner
be right,
Opel
and I never really
comes up.
thought, but that is very impressive. If that's his first walk.
And we mentioned, maybe that was, as talented as Cale is, the control maybe wasn't quite there in every start so far this year, but pickoff attempt at first, tag is down, not in time. But yeah, here we are in the 6th. He struck out 9, and that's the first walk of the game.
Wow.
Okay, 1-6.
Wow.
Okay, 1-6.
Scattered 6 hits. Snap throw to first. They're really making sure that runner does not take much of a lead. Preston Bear again at first with 2 outs. And Bowden Opelt, most talented sophomores for Neillsville Granton, at the plate. High level fastball. 2-0 goes the count. White City Glass salutes all the hardworking athletes. For all your windshield glass and garage door needs, call White City Glass of Chippewa Falls. That's White City Glass of Chippewa Falls. Holm the pitch, swing and a miss. 2-1. If you have hail damage from last May, remember that storm, that big one, May 15th? You have 1 year to file your claim, so get your exterior checked before May 15th, which is coming up soon. Pitch outside, found the mark, 2-2. Don't settle for one of the door-knocking companies. Go with your experienced local contractor. That's Aerial Management and Construction. Aerial Management and Construction. Great supporters here of McDonell Athletics and Chi High Athletics on WOGO Sports. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 outs. Looking for the called third strike. Doesn't get it. Cale Holm, 3-2.
Knock that down.
Runner at first. McDonell with a 3-1 lead. Cale Holm, deep breath here. Gets the sign. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss! Strikeout number 10 for Cale Holm ends the inning. We add to the 7th, and our score remains McDonell 3, Neillsville Granton 1. We are back in 60 seconds. This is McDonell Baseball on WOGO Sports.
It's been going on like that for 70 plus years. I've been serving the community for 37 years.
25 years.
30 years. Just over 22 years. Here we have a good mix of tenured folks, I guess we'll say, like myself, been here a long time, as well as some new folks coming in.
If it wasn't for all the employees here, and actually all of the customers that take our service, we wouldn't be where we are today. So we've got a loyal customer base and we've got a dedicated staff. I know this company will be successful for years to come.
This is the Maurer Sperry Insurance highlight of the week.
40 pregame here on WOGO Sports. Crawford, 2 straight strikes. And now once again the Granite Diggers down to their final strike. 2 outs, 1 on. 3 balls, 2 strikes, payoff pitch. Isaac Crawford comes home, swing and a miss! Punch him out, and that'll end the game.
Maurer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses.
Welcome back to McDonell Baseball on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. Thank you again to our hosts, Neillsville High School, the Neillsville Granton Warriors, hosting your McDonell Macks. We're in the 7th inning. McDonell up at the top, trying to extend this 3-1 lead. Eli Stepp brought in the 3rd run, could have been a 4-1 lead. But Bowden Opelts in center made just a brilliant throw to cut the runner down at the plate.
Yeah.
Opelts is sophomore, and again, as we mentioned, they're looking for a pitch count on Cale Holm. Coach Meverden is.
84.
84 pitches is the count for Cale Holm, so I would guess that
yeah, if he's
Coach
asking.
Bryce is thinking, yeah, maybe he can trot him out there.
Yeah.
For 1 more inning.
I think
See if he could go the complete game.
Yeah, give him a shot anyways.
84 pitches through 6 with 10 strikeouts for Cale Holm. I believe it's actually Opelt who struck out to end that last inning as well, too. First pitch strike on Isaac Crawford from Ormond.
Shortstop number 0, Isaac Crawford.
Isaac has reached base once back in the 1st on a walk, looking for his first hit. Check swing. Pitch missed 1-1. Again, WOGO.com is where you can find our upcoming sports schedule. Pitch outside, ball 2 on Isaac Crawford. Tomorrow, Mark Halverson, Lucas Reisinger on the call, 4:40 p.m. Should be a really good one in BRC softball. Chi High hosting New Richmond.
Here we go.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ormond comes home with the pitch. The lefty delivers a ball 3 to make it a 3-1 hitter's count for Isaac Crawford.
Take it if it's yours.
Next McDonell broadcast will be on Thursday. Lady Macks softball on the road at Augusta. Possible playoff preview there. 3-1 pitch. Isaac Crawford rips that one out to center field, and Opelt over his shoulder, reaching back casually with the glove to make out number 1. And Crawford is retired as Cale Holm coming to the plate here in the 7th with 1 away.
It would have been nice to get Isaac on there with his speed, because the pitcher likes to throw him in the dirt a little bit.
You never know when one might get away.
Yeah, I think he could have got moved around the bases a little
Holm,
bit there.
1 for 3 on the day. There's a ground out, a line out, sandwiched in between, a single. He will swing at the first pitch he sees and send this one out to Opelt in center, and Opelt makes the play again. 2 retired here for McDonell. Trying to protect that 3-1 lead. That you'd love an insurance run here. See what Ryan Smiskey has up his sleeve as the senior struck out twice, walked and stole a base back in the 3rd. Other at-bats were in the 1st and the 5th. Orman working pretty quickly here. Ball 1 outside. Keep your finances on track with Royal Credit Union. RCU accounts come with smart tools like a mobile app that helps you stay in the know and stick to your goals. One hopped in the dirt. Open your account at rcu.org or any office insured by NCUA.
Okay, be ready for your pitch.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty for McDonell, leading 3-1 here in the 7th. Third pitch missed in a row from Ormond, trying to keep it away from Smiskey. And now a quick conference between Trevor Hart, the sophomore, and Keegan Ormond, the freshman. I believe it's his older sister, Emerson Ormond, part of that talent-laden squad that won state in basketball for Coach Geyer. His 500th win early on in the season that took them all the way. 3-0 pitch, called strike.
Here we go.
Smiskey had to take one. He did. Now presumably a green light here with 2 outs, none on. Try to grip it, rip it for McDonell. He will pop one up, foul, and out of play. Over toward the dugout. When the mask came off, Trevor Hart, like he took one off the nose at some point. Based on that bandage there. Kind of a tough look for the sophomore. 3-1 count. Keegan Ormond the pitch, and he took Smiskey right in the shoulder, and a little bit of a wince there from Ryan as he will take his time getting up to first base. That one,
I think Ryan thought that thing was going to hit him in the head, so he ducked and hit him in the shoulder instead.
So Callan Johnson, who walked and scored a very important run back in the 6th, now at the plate for the Macks with a runner aboard, 2 out. Macks trying to extend this 3-1 lead. The record stands at 6-7, trying to get back to 500 here. Ormond, the kick and the pitch, called strike, snap throw to first. Smiskey back easily in time. Ormond toes the rubber again. 0-1, Smiskey takes his lead.
There it is.
Johnson, the talented freshman at the plate. Pitch inside. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Our Fiber Fast Plays of the game coming up afterward, brought to you by 24/7 of West Wisconsin Telecom. Don't forget, for WOGO Sports listeners only, a free camera with each alarm system. Courtesy of 24/7 of West Wisconsin Telecom. Just mentioned WOGO Sports. Pitch low and in the dirt. Another potential play at first as Smiskey is back. 24/7 West Wisconsin Telecom helps you protect your home or business with a clear, monitored home security system. Again, WOGO Sports listeners, a free camera with each alarm system. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch, called strike 2.
Looked a little bit outside.
Callan Johnson, I think, might respectfully disagree with the call, but he's down to his final strike with a runner at first and 2 outs. Top of the 7th, McDonell leading 3-1. Ormond the pitch. That one is chopped along the third baseline foul. Johnson will hang in there. Thank you to our WOGO Sports crew at home and abroad. Gavin Bovey, our audio producer at the radio studios in Halley. WOGO Sports video producer, camera operator is Sam Aberley up on the ladder here at Neillsville. 2-2 pitch once again, upstairs, count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first with a 2-run lead for McDonell. Late going in this one here at Neillsville. Keegan Ormond, the kick and the pitch. Missed. Outside for ball 4. And 2 on with 2 outs for McDonell.
He Yeah.
Patient AB there.
Yeah, and he took a little chance not swinging at that one because he's called some of those ones that are outside strikes earlier. So
Caden Boos comes to the plate. He was hit by a pitch in the second, scored the first run of the game for McDonell, then struck out in the third and the sixth. The senior looking for a big hit here with one in scoring position and 2 on. Tie, 1-0. And just reminding, if you have hail damage from that storm last May 15th, you have 1 year to file your claim. So don't go with the door knockers. Go with Aerial Management and Construction, your trusted local contractor, Aerial Management and Construction. Kicking the pitch. Looked to be inside, but caught the portion of the plate that he needed to, did Ormond. 1-1.
All right, 2, you got this. You got this, 2.
Caden Boos, the senior third baseman. Runners at first and second with 2 away. 1-1 count. The freshman delivers inside. Nope, got him again. 1-2. He's getting the call there, finding his spots. 1-2 count. McDonell trying not to strand 2 here, leading 3-1. The pitch, and that nails Caden Boos. Bases loaded up here for McDonell. 2 hit by pitch this inning, 1 walked. So McDonell hasn't made contact, but the ball certainly made contact with them this inning.
For sure. You know, and it kind of seemed like maybe the pitcher was starting to wear down a little bit, and then he throws 2 strikes, and you're like, okay, well, maybe not. And he hits them. So
good time for a Bussy bomb here to break it open.
Watch that in.
Mason Bussy, the senior, with the bases loaded, takes the ball outside. Nowhere to put him. We'll see if Mason Bussy gets something to rip here. DHing today, Bussy. A ground out, a strikeout in the second, fourth, but then in the sixth, broke through with a single. Pitch, Bussy holds. Ball too low.
Okay. Be smart out there, guys. Be smart.
2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. You're on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. Caleb Swenson, Seth Smiskey with you. Bases loaded for McDonell. 2-0 pitch. That one is low and outside. Hard had to reach well beyond the dish to grab it. 3-0, and now really nowhere to put Mason Bussy.
There you go. There you go.
At 3-0 with the bases loaded, do you take one here and make him prove
so.
that he can put it across in a big spot?
There you go.
3-0 pitch, and he missed. Mason Bussy gets the RBI as he walks in a run. It is 4-1 McDonell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bryce just yelled down at him, don't swing.
Guess what, 5?
Now Carson Galvez. He's walked and struck out.
Here we go. Be smart, runner.
He's got a big spot with the bases
Be
loaded.
smart.
First pitch strike for Ormond.
Macks, number 5, Carson Galvez.
Come on, Carson.
Johnson now at third, Boos at second. Bussy at first.
Good job, runners. Go.
Solid contact out to left field, and that is beyond the left fielder, and that's going to be trouble for the Warriors. 1 in, 2 in. Bussy at third, cruising into second. It's an RBI double, a 2 RBI double for Carson Galvez, and it's 6-1 McDonell.
Great contact there by Carson. It's good. It's great to see there.
Tough play out there in left field, and Carson Galvez.
I think he come up on a little bit, and it got behind him, so good job, Carson.
Be smart, runners.
Brings up Barker Lindenberg, and he has 2 in scoring position.
Okay.
Takes his strike.
Come on, Park. Come on, Park.
5 hits now for McDonell.
I think, unfortunately, for this pitcher, it's you're finishing
Oh,
this,
yeah.
buddy. So
They're going to have to stick it out. One hopped in the dirt to Lindenberg. 1 ball, 1 strike. Parker Lindenberg on the day, he was hit by a pitch in the second and in the fourth. Then he had a run-scoring single in the sixth. And you could tell when that one was coming in low and inside, maybe flinched away from it just a little bit because he's already been hit twice. Now he will ground one towards short. Routine throw to first in time. Lindenberg hustling down the first baseline anyway, but McDonell Puts 3 more on the board as we head to the bottom of the 7th. 3 outs remaining for the Warriors of Neillsville Granton. Your new score, the Macks 6, the Warriors 1. We are back in 60 seconds. This is Macks Baseball on WOGO Sports. Good.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no minimum balance, paperless statements, and a $400 bonus. Getting your $400 is easy. Open your account by June 12th, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $400 or more, and you'll get a $400 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checkingbonus2026. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 6/12/2026. Insured by NCUA.
At the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, your wellness journey starts today. With no joiner's fee, no contracts, and no long-term commitments. The only commitment we ask for is the one you make to yourself. Whether you're hitting the gym, taking a swim, or finding your community in a class, the Y is here to support your goals your way. Join today at ymca-cv.org. That's ymca-cv.org, because your best self starts here.
Run support for Cale Holm, and he's back out there trying to go the distance for McDonell. His team leading 6-1, 10 strikeouts for Cale Holm, the McDonell senior. He's given up 6 hits, scattered them throughout the first 6 innings of the game. Mason Anding, the sophomore, at the plate. Final 3 outs here for the Neillsville Granton Warriors. First pitch, swung on, fouled off. 0-1. Anding on the day reached on an error in the 2nd, then singled in the 4th, drove in a run, the lone run of the game for Neillsville Granton, but he was caught stealing by Parker Lindenberg. Pitch inside, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, none out. 5-run lead for McDonell here in the 7th.
Here you go now.
Eastern Clover Belt versus Western Clover Belt, changing speeds. Cale Holm, 1-2.
Nice job. Let it come to you. Okay, infield, back him up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Back him up.
Holm, the pitch, swing and a miss. That is strikeout number 11 of the night. Cale Holm,
okay, guys.
starting off the 7th
Keep going.
with 4 pitches.
Up to bat for the Warriors, number 7.
And a strikeout that puts him, I believe, at 88.
Okay now.
Yep.
Okay, infield. Okay, tough.
So Anding down on strikes. Talon Suda
Hey!
takes a called strike inside. Good location by Cale Holm.
Look good there, man. Come on, D.
Bryce Meverden
Come on,
trying to
infield.
see if his senior can give him a complete game. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on Talon Suda.
Here we go, Kale.
Okay. Okay.
Cale Holm
Here we go.
ahead in the count, 0-2 with 1 away and none on. The 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. That's a dozen for Cale Holm. Good heavens.
Okay, guys, seal the deal.
91 pitches, and perhaps the final batter of the night for Cale Holm. Trevor Hart, the 9 hitter in the order. He singled his last time up. Holm facing him for the 3rd time. Foul tip back, and Lindenberg maybe took that one off the hand or the wrist. Hopefully Parker's all right. The umpire giving him a moment to collect himself. Cale Holm comes into this inning at 84 pitches. He is at 92, I believe now, by our unofficial tally. 0-1 the count with 2 away and none on. 6-1 lead here for McDonell. Trevor Hart, the sophomore, 1 for 2 on the day, had that single his last time up. His 3rd time facing Cale Holm. Inside pitch. Ball 1. Hart is the catcher. A big frame. Holds the bat high. 1-1, swing and a miss. 1-2. 1 strike away, Cale Holm.
Okay, now.
Trying to end this one for McDonell.
Down infield. Knock it down.
The senior.
There you go, 1-6.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss! It's a baker's dozen of strikeouts for Cale Holm. And McDonell wins it 6-1 on the road. How about Cale?
Wow, that is just so impressive. Cale is just, I mean, he's got so much potential, and we've seen him do
What a
things
gamer.
like that. Yes. Time in and time again, and it's just so impressive, so cool to see. 12 strikeouts too,
13 now.
Or 13.
13, yeah. And how about striking out the side to end it and staying under 100 pitches? Now, again, by rule, right, he could have still finished off that final hitter. But how about coming in at 84 pitches and Coach Meverden saying, hey, we're going to keep the ball in your hands?
I think that was the right call for sure.
McDonell now back at 500, 7-7 on the season. 0-7 for Neillsville Granton. Again, they still have a lot of games left to play, and what a strong performance from their starting pitcher in Caden Stride today. But Holm, again, pitch count, managerial decision, whatever it is, stays out longer, and it pays off for McDonell.
Yep. And that's kind of what I thought. Whose starter could go the longest, and it didn't seem like their starter was fading really.
Yeah, so could just be a pitch count.
Yep.
And non-conference game, of course. How long do you want your starter to go if you want him to be available for conference play later on? But Cale Holm, fantastic outing for McDonell. We'll come back after this with a post-game show brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. For commercial or residential glass and recalibration of the advanced driver safety system after windshield replacement for any make and model, call Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls, postglassandmirror.com. We're back after this on WOGO Sports. McDonell wins it on the road.
Think about how much time you spend in your home. Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating can make it so much more comfortable with radiant floor heating and luxurious bathroom remodels. Water softening and filtration, and whole house air purification, so you can breathe easy. Love your home with Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating. Call 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
Why do we smile? It's the special moments, the milestones. It's family and friends, getting good news, or simply enjoying life. A smile lifts your spirits and makes someone's day. That's why we smile. So make it shine at Christo Orthodontics.
Cabin and camping season is starting. As you prep your cabin or camper for the season, don't forget about your water. Whether you have a cabin or a camper, Gibson's Water Care can help at your home away from home. Book your free camper or cabin water analysis online now with the water experts at Gibson's Water Care. No long-term contracts, locally owned American-made products. Need a plumber? Gibson's Water Care can help with basic plumbing needs too. Go online to learn more.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Some people like odd things, like a tuna and banana sandwich, or romantic comedy, political drama, horror films. You should elect me. Uh-oh. Yes, some people like odd things, like waiting forever in line at the big box pharmacy.
Next!
But for everyone else, there's the Medicine Shop pharmacies of Chippewa Falls and Menominee. Minimal wait times, true personal service, and available free local delivery. The Medicine Shop in Chippewa Falls and Menominee.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment.
New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
From custom homes to roof replacements and full renovations, Aerial Management and Construction in Chippewa Falls is the contractor you can trust. If you're building your dream home, planning an addition, or looking to remodel, choose Aerial Management and Construction for clear communication and quality craftsmanship. And if you have storm damage, you have a full year to file your claim. So don't settle for one of the door knockers. Go with an experienced and local contractor. Aerial Management and Construction. ArielMGMT.com.
Welcome back to our Postglass Postgame Show. Rather, welcome into our Postglass Postgame Show, brought to you by Postglass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. WOGO Halley Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. McDonell wins it here on the road 6-1. And Seth, certainly the headline on this one is the performance by Cale Holm.
Yeah, to be, just in high school especially, to go the whole game like that. That's it's really special to see, and I'm glad I got to be here tonight and see that as well. And overall, a fairly clean game. Well, game defensively, it helps when you have 13 strikeouts, but I think it was maybe 2 errors. So yeah, no, just good, and I liked what I saw out of Parker down there at catcher. That helped out as well. So, yeah, good solid game.
Shout out to Isaac over there, who's showing us the picture-in-picture in our dugout smile cam, brought to you by Metropolis Resort in Action City. What's up, boys? And, we'll see if we can catch up with Coach Meverden here up in the booth as well, too. Our 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom Fiber Fast Plays of the Game are also coming up, brought to you by 24/7 West Wisconsin Telecom, your complete technology partner. Let 24/7 West Wisconsin Telecom help you protect your home or business with a clear monitored home security system. For WOGO Sports listeners only, remember a free camera with each alarm system. Call the experts today at 231-2000. That's 231-2000, or visit www.net. We'll take a quick 2-minute timeout here on WOGO Sports. Be back in 2 minutes here.
Northwestern Bank, delivering our values, creating a positive impact.
Working with Jamie at Northwestern Bank is like having another key player on your team. He believes getting to know you and your business is what allows him to provide the best banking solutions for your company's needs. His leadership and dedication has helped local businesses and organizations expand and grow, creating a positive impact in the Chippewa Valley.
Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter.
Add value and beauty to your home with Post Glass and Mirror. Ensure every day starts better with a gorgeous custom shower door. Did you know that adding mirrors to a room can make it feel 2 times bigger? Post Glass and Mirror has many styles and shapes of mirrors to choose from. And does condensation gathering inside your windows make them look like they're crying? Don't end up shedding tears yourself over high energy bills. Call Post Glass and Mirror today. Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Free estimates start today at postglassandmirror.com.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
If you can dream it, Stelter can make it happen. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has taken pride in turning dreams into reality with the absolute highest quality concrete built to last. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, ensuring only the best ready-mix concrete. And if you need materials delivered or hauled away, Stelter Inc. has a fleet of dump trucks to serve you and even provides the driver. When you expect the best, Stelter delivers every time. Start today at StelterIncorporated.com.
Welcome back to the Postglass Postgame Show, brought to you by Postglass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Postglass and Mirror is now hiring for auto glass technicians, window installers, and in-shop repair technicians. Join the team today. Click on careers at postglassandmirror.com. That's postglassandmirror.com, as we will be joined shortly here by head coach Bryce Meverden on our WOGO Sports live video stream. Then we'll bring you the 24/7 West Wisconsin Telecom Fiber Fast Plays of the game. But first, we'll invite Coach over here to join us and get his thoughts on this matchup. McDonell winning 6-1. And as we get the headset on, Coach, starting off, I mean, the big, bold headline here is that your senior pitcher went the distance for you and was absolutely lights out. A baker's dozen, 13 strikeouts, and going into that final inning when he came over here and asked what his pitch count was at 84 and saying he's pitching well, and we think he can do it for us, and certainly that, I don't know if you'd even call it a gamble the way he was pitching, but that paid off.
No, it really did. Kale came out and had a day. 13 strikeouts is great to see. The walks were very little to none. And for the most part, there was just because the first inning, we made the plays behind him.
Yeah.
And we talked about how much that is important to do. And Kale just went out there and you just had a look that you're like, okay, we're starting to see the form of him again after the Fall Creek start now today.
And it seemed like maybe early on in the season, I mean, this is your presumed ace coming into the season, especially with a pitcher as talented as Eli Stepp, figuring that he'd be shelved for a little bit starting the season as he recovers from that injury. And so you figure, hey, this is our workhorse, this is our ace. And Kale, it seemed like early on maybe the control wasn't quite where he'd want, maybe walking a few more guys than he would think. But something happened right in that Fall Creek game where you're saying, hey, in a lot of different ways, we're showing that we can play with one of the best of the state in our division. And even though we lost that game on the road, there's some really positive things to take out of it.
Absolutely. And with Kale, it was when you started at the beginning of the season, once again, the walks have been the downfall of our team a lot of the times when we put ourselves in deficits. And going into that Fall Creek game, it's like, hey, you start watching him throw. I think it started on the Friday night prior, he came in to close Colfax. I'm like, his velocity looks like it's up there again.
Yeah.
Like it's starting to look like what we saw from Kale later in the season last year where he was so dominant. And for me, I'm like, let's hopefully keep building on that. And he came out here today and he looked like he was had some good velo to start, and I'm like, hey, he's starting to get in that rhythm again, and that's great for us. I mean, we struggled offensively for the majority of the thing. They did a great job pitching against us with the lefty, and we needed someone like Kale to sit there and keep their offense at bay until we were able to kind of break out and get away from them.
And Seth, but you were commenting on the velo and saying late in the game, it's like, doesn't really look like he's losing anything on that fastball.
It really didn't. Yeah, so it was really good to see. And then he was really tying guys up because he'd come in with some off speed, and just. But I think because of that extra oomph he had on his fastball, it really paid dividends for him.
And finally, Coach, approach at the plate here. You were facing a very talented pitcher in Stry here, and he did not make it easy. But you had guys who, again, worked him into higher pitch counts, longer at bats, and eventually, when you were able to get him to bid adieu for the night too, you were able to get a little bit more run support later on against a backup.
Yeah, their pitcher did a great job today, and he kept mixing and matching. He was not afraid to throw a 2-0 curveball or start off 2-3 curveballs in a row. And we kind of got unbalanced. It seemed like compared to like what you would have saw on Saturday when we were facing Columbus's pitchers who were doing great. We're kind of like a little slow to get going on the offensive side, trying to keep battling. That was the biggest thing. Is like he's doing a great job mixing and matching, but it's like, okay, if you get 2 strikes on you, okay, the breaking ball is going to come down or a little more into the hands of a righty. You got to be ready for that, but always keep your hands in, get the barrel through for a fastball at any time. And he just did a great job mixing and matching, and I'm glad that we were able to kind of work him out. What was the top of the 6th, I think he came out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the next pitcher came in. He's like, kind of, all right, here we go. And then we were just able to get a couple hits when we needed them most to just add some extra insurance.
And finally, Coach, just talking, wanted to get your thoughts about one more of your seniors, Carson Galvez, who I know he's kind of a what does the team need me to do? Because, he'll be in and out of the batting order, playing different positions for you. But for him to come through and stroke that double, it was a neat thing to see for the senior.
He's been fantastic about that all year. He's kind of like your little utility knife that we use. He's like, all right, you need to be here, pitching, left field, right field, second. You never know. And he's just always open to everything. And he came in and kind of throughout this so far how many at-bats he's had some good swings. There's been a couple strikeouts, but it's like it's almost there for that nice big hit. And then today just got it, and he barreled it up. And I'm like, yes, that is exactly what we need in this situation. He came through a clutch, which is fantastic for us to get a couple extra runs there, especially we needed those.
Yeah.
You give Kale like the insurance to be like, hey, now I got to go finish my job.
Coach, it was a lot of fun, very entertaining, and you know what? Glad we're getting some games in here, knock on wood here, after not being able to see you guys too much. We'll look forward to a game against Flambeau underneath the lights on Friday night.
I can't wait to play.
Looking forward to it. Head coach Bryce Meverden, thank you as always for joining us here on the Postgame Show, brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. We'll take one quick 30-second break here and be back with those 24/7 West Wisconsin Telecom Fiber Fast Plays of the game. That's ahead in 30 seconds on WO.
From custom homes to roof replacements and full renovations, Aerial Management and Construction in Chippewa Falls is the contractor you can trust. If you're building your dream home, planning an addition, or looking to remodel, choose Aerial Management and Construction for clear communication and quality craftsmanship. And if you have storm damage, you have a full year to file your claim. So don't settle for one of the door knockers. Go with an experienced and local contractor. Aerial Management and Construction. ArielMGMT.com.
WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. Caleb Swenson, Seth Smisky finishing things off here. It's time for the Fiber Fast Plays of the game, brought to you by 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom. Let 24/7 West Wisconsin Telecom help you protect your home or business with a clear monitored home security system. Plus, for WOGO Sports listeners only, again, make sure you mention WOGO Sports. Something special for you, a free camera with each alarm system. Just mention WOGO Sports. Call the experts today, 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom. Call 231-2000 or visit wwt.net. We'll do something a little bit different here for our viewers on the WOGO Sports video stream on YouTube and Facebook, as we will give you a play of the game video style. This was the final strikeout for Cale Holm, and of course you can watch the complete replay on our WOGO Sports YouTube channel or Facebook page shortly. But Cale Holm coming home with a baker's dozen of strikeouts, his 13th. And I'm pretty sure that may be our Mauer Sperry Insurance highlight of the night. That, along with that double from Carson Galvez. A lot of good plays here, of course, for McDonell, Seth. But certainly those two that stand out. And it's just good to see McDonell get a win here on the road. It was not an easy game on Saturday as they went back and forth, up and down a little bit with the state-ranked Columbus Catholic team. Hearing, again, some of the talk off the air here in the booth, talking with some colleagues from Zaleski Sports who have a couple players on the team here for Neillsville Granton, saying, yeah, this is the first time in McDonell that we've played someone who isn't state-ranked. So 0-7 for this Neillsville team, probably not indicative of just how good they are, which, again, means this is a quality win for McDonell non-conference, and you're certainly hoping it springboards you into a really good week.
Yeah, I do think this team is a lot better than their record shows, Neillsville.
Yeah.
And if you're facing them in the playoffs, and they're a high seed, you're a low seed, I would pay attention to them. Don't take them lightly. So, yeah, good quality win, because they're a good team.
Well, this has been our Postgame Show, brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Thank you again to our board operator back at the WOGO studios in Halley, Gavin Bovey, to our video operator, camera operator here at Neillsville, Sam Aberley. Appreciate all the sponsors making these broadcasts possible. Seth Smisky, thanks so much for joining me on the air, for making the trip down here, and looking forward to that game on Friday as well, too.
For sure, and I'm glad I was able to watch Cale pitch.
Yes.
Was well worth it.
Absolutely. Worth the price of admission, even though we get it free because we're media. So there you go. Thank you so much again to Neillsville and Athletic Director Dwayne King. They are just top-notch down here at Neillsville, and we always appreciate the opportunity to come down here and broadcast, and such a great community, and love their support of high school sports. That'll do it for us here in the Postgame show. Once again, your final score, McDonell 6, Neillsville Granton 1. This has been McDonell Macks Baseball, presentation of WOGO Sports. Good night from Neillsville.
WOGO's coverage of the Macks has been brought to you by Mauer Sperry Insurance, Gibson's Water Care, ABC Supply Chippewa Falls, Metropolis Resort in Action City, Wheaton Grain Incorporated, Chippewa Valley Insulation and Exteriors, Bargain City Superstore, the Medicine Shop of Chippewa Falls and Menominee, the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, White City Glass, Royal Credit Union, Grace Home Respiratory, Wiersgala Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Stelter Incorporated, Service Master of Chippewa Valley, Choice and Ford of Chippewa Falls, Quality Propane and Fuels, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Red Cedar Speedway, Northwestern Bank, Czech Law Office, Post Glass and Mirror, and 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telcom. This has been a presentation of WOGO. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming, already in progress.